What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Man, everything's red today, isn't it? LCX is up, T-Bull's up. That's nice, just a little bit, but those coins are typically kind of neutral sometimes whenever everything's going down. B32 is normally neutral, but it's moving down as well. That's okay. Looking at this here, we're at double zeros, 33326, moving down. We're down 6% to start the week. 6 days, 12 hours left in the week. That's not right. It's probably more like 6 days, 11 hours. Yeah, we got 11 hours, 13 minutes left in the day. 11 hours, 13 minutes left in the month, you guys. It is the 30th of June, and we are ready to move down. We're ready to close this month out. From a low to a high, we're very, very near fulfilling the prophecy, the long-awaited target zone of 0.02959 or 0.02996. Maybe even a little bit below there, right? Depending on what chart you use. If we're looking at the Bybit chart, it's a little bit closer to 0.029. And with that, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we went to 0.029 or even a little bit below there. And it's fine if we do. It's fine if we go a little bit below the 382. It's fine. Who cares? It's not a big deal. It's actually very common to go just below the 382, and then you wick there, and then you come back and you close above it. So if we go down to 0.027, 0.026, that this is not broken. All hope. I know we focus on this, but pay attention. I know we focus on this price a lot, but if we go below it, it's not a big deal. Even if we go lower than this, if we go down to like 0.022, we find support at prior resistance. That's great. That's phenomenal, actually. That's a really good look. And then on top of that, guys, let's just say in our wildest dreams that we did go down to 0.0225, something like that, right around there. From a low to a high, that just means that you've got a 3x, 3.2x guarantee. If you're expecting, like I am, that this thing will see new all-time highs, that means you're at least going to get there and just have more growth to go afterwards, right? It's not a bad thing for the price to go down if you seize the opportunity, right? But what if I put all my money in up here? Well, then just sit through the pain. It's not a big deal, man, right? Like, what if you bought this FOMO? You bought this FOMO pump right here. What if you bought that? What if you bought this one? You had to sit through the pain a little bit, right? It's not. Did you care? You know what I mean? Like, no, you probably still don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. You could have had terrible timing before. Hell, even here, let's take it a step further. You still don't care. You know what I mean? It's just, who cares? You don't have to time it perfectly. You just have to get in at a low point and get out at a high point, ideally, right? And if you even if you get in at a high point, it's just momentarily a high point, and then give it time. It'll come back, right? It's really not a big deal. Don't overthink it, right? Overthinking it'll do things like this, right? You buy here. Oh no, it might go lower. You sell here, and then it rips without you, right? Overthinking it might be like, oh, well, it could go lower, so why would I buy here if it could go lower? And then it rips without you, right? Don't overthink it. Just who cares? Get in. You'll be happy you did in a matter of, by the end of this month probably, if not even definitely in August. And I would expect they're at new all-time highs. Let's talk about this on the 1 hour time frame because we're very confident that the price is going down just based on the fibs alone and the RSI on the daily time frame. But let's look at the shorter term stuff. See if we can divulge more information here. Yeah, the 1 hour looks like it's trash, honestly. That was a nice little run there, but it did not persist, did not amount to much, and you're getting lower and lower. Consistently beat up here, living below the 50. Yeah, getting oversold consistently, looking bearish. You're probably at a point where you will find a little support soon, right, in this area. Just think about it like this, though. What's going to happen is you're going to find support in this area like you did here. You had a nice reaction, right? But when you find support here, you're probably going to have a smaller reaction. You'll find resistance at this area. You'll probably move up to like 0.0348. You're at 0.033, something like that. It'll be a lower high in line with this, maybe even lower than that. It doesn't have to go all the way up that high. It doesn't have to make sense. But a weaker reaction of a bounce than this. It could even go up above that. And if it does go above that, don't get overzealous, right? Sometimes you break above these momentary downtrends, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So don't get too excited if we go all the way back up to 0.038. You've been tested before. Hopefully you prevail. But don't anticipate any kind of bounce either. We're in those final moments. Maybe we do. The best thing and what you should hope for is that you just get this drop done with today. Boom. There you go. You're done. And then you can start to recover. That's the best thing that could happen, actually. And maybe it does. You're in the oversold, and this is whenever strong moments happen. Bitcoin's moving down. Yeah, you could absolutely move down with it. 4 hour time. Hold on. There we go. 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour RSI looks like trash as well. You actually look, and this agrees with the idea that you might not bounce, man. You might just continue. You're at the oversold zone. You've bounced here before a few times, But with the way you look, with how weak you look, I would think you get a lower low than this. You reach into that oversold zone, you should be breaking out. Today really might be the day, guys. We got 11 hours left in the day. It might be the day that you find your low, get some resolution. If not today, then tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, sometime this week, right? I would hope. Like, don't prolong this drop any more than it needs to, man. Just get it done with, please. Please, Zebec, just get it done with. We don't need to wait and see anymore. We just, we already know it's going to happen, so just rip it off like a Band-Aid. The anticipation's killing us. 00297, 0028, 0027, 0025. All of these targets are suitable targets, right? But probably closer to 0029 if I had to guess, okay? After that, we're going to rally. We're going to rip and run, rip and roar. It's going to be a phenomenal time. You've got what looks to be a bull flag here, in my opinion. Low to high. What do I know? I've just been doing technical analysis for 9 years. I could be wrong, but I'd like to think that I have a established sense of what a bull flag is, right? Very basic pattern. Put it at the perceived low area for the measure move, and that would take us up to 1.4 cents. 1.4 cents is the measure move. That doesn't mean that we have to go there, right? We can stop below there. We can stop above there, and I really do think that even though we might stop there for a moment, I would think that we do see prices that are all the way up at 2.5 cents to 4.4 cents, somewhere in there, right? Probably closer to 4 cents if I had to guess, but time will tell. 4 to 5 cents. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. When is that going to happen? I don't know. Probably sometime in August. Yeah. Weekly RSI. You're looking at this here. There's all the other RSIs look terrible. They all look like they want to go down. This thing, dominant. Super dominant. And guess what? The weekly outweighs everything. 3-day time frame even? Yeah, the 3 days dominant too. Super. In rejecting the overbought zone, bouncing off the 40. In the overbought zone, bouncing off the 40. In the overbought zone, you're probably going to bounce off the 40 yet again, right? That's what you've done, the last 4 or 5 times. And even if you don't, maybe you bounce a little bit above there, but something in this area, you're getting there. You're just not there yet. Dominant. Super dominant to the upside. And the weekly too. So your higher time frames, your more significant time frames, are not anywhere near anything to be concerned about. They are absurdly bullish, and they're both telling you we're almost there, right? I'm telling you we're almost there. You just got to wait a little bit longer. I think if you time this perfectly, if you have your buy order set, or if you're swapping on some other exchange because you can't use it in America or whatever, I think there are exchanges in America that you can buy, ZBCN. Right, you can do it through Robinhood, right? Not through the Robinhood app, but the Robinhood ledger or whatever, right? Something like that. I forget what it is. The Robinhood wallet, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can if you're in America. But anyways, guys, I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, right? Just hodl, buy more. You won't be upset with yourself if you buy more. Even at these prices, it's a good price. Honestly, even at these prices, it's a good price. You're right at prior all-time highs. But I think you will go a little bit lower. Okay, ta-ta for now. Bye-bye. Thank you all. Peace.